Alright, hey guys, it's Pug Weasel, and today's video is on practicing for conceal and carry, as well as practicing to protect yourself and your family and your house. It's just an encouragement, and I know some of you do this, so don't send me a bunch of nasty notes saying, hey, we already thought of that, but there are a lot of people out there who don't. There are a lot of people who have bought a shotgun or a handgun and they have stuck it in a back closet of their house, and they haven't figured out what they're going to do if someone breaks in. Here's what people do, and this is the part that I'm trying to criticize and get people to get away from. They'll figure it out in their mind. They'll say to themselves, you know what? I can see myself going to get my gun and coming out and taking care of the bad guy in whatever way you see in your mind. And the problem is that the fact is that when someone breaks into your house, if God forbid, and hopefully it doesn't, you are going to be very, very scared. You're going to have the shakes. You're going to be your mind's going to race a mile a minute, and you are not likely to do what you've thought of in your head. On the other hand, if you actually drill to go into that closet and get that gun, or get it from under the bed, or get it from the drawer, if you keep it unloaded because you have children, this is very important for you. You really need to practice loading that gun. In other words, if you're keeping the magazine from one place, in one place, and then keeping the gun in another, and you plan on taking that gun, putting the bullets with the gun when you hear something, a lot of people will say that's a bad idea. I'm not going to get into that. When you have children, you have to do what you think is right, but you need to practice, and this is especially for you. Okay, practice. You have to practice that. You have to get your wife to practice that, because if you go out on trips and she's the person who has to protect your family, she needs to know how to do that. And practicing will cause muscle memory, which is a misnomer, but still, the bottom line is that your body's more likely to do what you've practiced than what you've daydreamed about in your head. Having said that, let's move on to conceal and carry. Same thing goes here, guys. If you just got your conceal and carry, or you've had it for a while, and you've strapped that gun onto yourself, but you've never pulled it, you haven't practiced getting your thumb up under the lip of your shirt and pulling it up so it clears the gun so you can get it out cleanly, I guarantee you, no matter how many times you've seen it in your head, you will slip up, and you will. And every time you wear a different kind of shirt, you've got to practice that for that different kind of shirt, whether it's longer or shorter, or has the design of a dress shirt, or the design of something that's even all the way around, or a sweater, or whatever. You've got to practice the different kinds of shirts you have. And you know, I understand why you might not. I remember talking to my friend about practicing rolling out of bed and grabbing my shotgun from under the bed and pointing it towards the door, and he was like, he laughed, and he was like, "You're a kook." And I said, "Okay, but he has his pistol in a safe, in one of those biometric safes, and he has to put his fingers on it, and then he has to turn the knob, and he never practiced that. He never practices it. He's under the assumption that what he sees in his head is going to be what happens, and that he's going to have plenty of time to do it because they have to come upstairs to get to him. He's not assuming that someone might be able to quietly break into his house and be on top of him before he knows it. So I practice, and I don't practice as much as I should. This isn't a lecture from somebody who's got it all together and you don't type of thing, but I'd like to encourage people to practice those skills, because if you don't, if you're walking around with a gun and that horrible day happens where someone runs up on you to try to attack you, first of all, I can tell you right now, for the vast majority of people, they are not going to be 6 feet from you and say, hey, give me all your money. They're going to be 3 feet from you to just jump you and hit you without giving you any warning, and you're going to have to be able to get that gun out very quickly. You're going to have to get it. You need to practice getting that gun out from the ground. It's not simply a matter of pulling it. I've seen so many Glock owners who are like, I don't keep one in the chamber. I'll pull it and I'll snatch back that slide, and I can do it fast. Look, and they'll do it really quickly. Except you're not doing it on the ground when someone's already punched you in the face and you're a little bit dizzy. So practice all the possible scenarios that could be possible, that could happen to you, so that you'll be ready. This is Pug Weasel. Think about it.